In this talk, I'd like to share with you about how to be happy living on this planet. How to be happy. I want to share with you exactly what you need to do, how to be happy. It's not what you should do or anything, but just straight to the point, what you actually need to do to be happy. In other words, what makes a person happy, like this. First thing I can share with you is that it's nothing on the outside. Happiness has nothing to do with the outside. It all has to do inside. When I say it has nothing to do with outside, it means it doesn't matter how successful you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how many friends you have. It doesn't matter the mansion you live in. It doesn't matter whether you got no money or a lot of money. It really doesn't matter if you're famous or not famous. Nobody knows you. It has nothing to do with those things. And you don't even have to even believe me on that. All you have to do is just look at the planet. Look at the planet. The people who are financially poor is full of unhappiness. This planet is plagued with unhappiness. The people who are extremely wealthy, rich financially, they are full of unhappiness as well. That's why my Master Amma says beautifully, she says, see, the difference between rich people and poor people and financially poor people is the poor people cry in their hut, dirt hut, and the very wealthy people, they cry in their air-conditioned mansion. Besides that, it's not too much difference. When you look on the outside, it's not too much difference like this. So happiness comes from the inside. Let me explain what I mean by that. See, the inside means what? See, inside us, there's this spirit, There's this spirit. There's this ancient spirit inside us. This spirit that has a connection with the divine. It has this natural oneness and connection with the creator of the whole universe. Like that. So that spirit always knows its connection with the creator. So, and the creator who created the whole universe, the magnificent universe, I can tell you, there's absolutely no question about this. I can tell you, that from my perception, my inner knowing, that this creator is very, very happy. Is very, very happy. I can tell you that, 100%. So, when you go inside you and feel your spirit, your divine being inside you, it has that automatic connection with this, with the creator. So, when you connect, when you go inside you and you start to feel your spirit, your true spirit, then that connection is there. And because that connection is there, whatever whatever that the Creator has, you start to have that. You start to have that. That's what oneness means. When you one, that means two different things becomes the same one thing. So whatever the Creator has, you start to have that. You start to have not just only happiness, but divine power. Now, this is not just some nice words to say. When you start to know your spirit inside your being, the more you know that, you start to automatically connect with the Creator, like that. Now, so that's one way. That's one way to be happy. To be happy. The second way, I guess, it's still the same way, really, but it's just from another perspective. It's through basically go inside your being and just control your energy. When I say control your energy, what I mean is stealing. It's making energy very still, like calm and still, like this. See, it's not my hand that's making me still. My energy inside me still. So I can put my hand down. And there's a stillness inside me. See, inside my being, there's a stillness. Like that. I can perceive that. So when you basically go inside your being and try to still that energy as much as possible. Well, if you want to know what stillness of energy is, then if you're unsure, then you look at what does movement of energy look like. For example, if a person is angry, when you're near them, you can feel like this energy kind of hitting you. Like it's just like it hits you, and then you can feel your energy kind of like moving. It's like a storm inside you. So energy is moving, you know. If the person is kind of anxious, you can feel that knot inside them. The energy is like a knot in the tummy, and you can feel awkward inside you. See, the energy inside you is kind of moving and awkward. It's not kind of tranquil and relaxed and still. So when that energy inside you is very still, then suddenly and naturally, without you trying to be happy, naturally there's a lightness about you. Just comes out, it just oozes out of you. Like your face, there's like a peace and lightness about you, you know. Joy comes to you naturally, you know. Like, if an average person on this planet has a true smile within themselves, a smile and laughter, even once a day on this planet, they're doing really, really, really well. I'm telling you, doing really, really well. But check this out. When your energy is very still and calm inside you, very still and calm, like this, I'm telling you, you'll be giggling and smiling and laughing at least 10 times a day. At least 10 times a day. You know, like this. When your energy is very still, like that. You know. And this is not to show that to other people you're happy or anything like that. It's just your natural joy is just flowing out of you naturally. You know, you don't try to be funny. No. You don't try to kind of like show other people you're happy. Anything like that. It just comes out of you like that. So there's two ways. There's two ways to be happy. You know, first way is to connect with the divine, with the source, with the creator, through knowing your spirit. You know, like that, connecting with your spirit. And automatically, when you know your spirit very well, immediately you will connect with it, with the creator very easily. It's just a natural way. Of course, another way to do that is connect to the creator directly through prayers and love of the creator. Directly, outwardly. Direct that towards the creator. So you can do that way as well. And the second way is through, like I said, is through stillness of energy. And that is through meditation, you know, and using different meditation techniques. But not just through meditation, but just like loving that tranquility inside you. Just loving and kind of like valuing that and finding that precious. See, the funny thing is, even in sports like this, even say a contact sport, like rough contact sport, which I don't recommend anyone to play. Let's say rugby. You see, even that rugby. If a person is not calm, the energy is not calm and peaceful inside them, they're going to be nervous. So when their team member pass them the ball, they'll tend to drop it, even though they're like amazing rugby players. But if they're not calm and peaceful during the game, they're going to make a lot of mistakes, and they're going to really stuff up their team, and they're not going to be in the team very long, you know, if they're playing for their country or whatever, like this. So in sports, you know, like say even tennis. So if a champion tennis player, if say the second serve, if they're not calm and peaceful, like I've heard of say like champion tennis player, when they're playing in the Grand Slam final, for example, they get so nervous, particularly if it's the first Grand Slam. They get so nervous that, you know, that they like one player said that their racket felt heavy like a brick because they were so nervous, you know. So did they win that? Did they win that finals, the Grand Slam? No, they lost because they were nervous like that. So if in sports athletes and sports people know the value of calm and peace, then, you know, so that they can become the best at what they do. So as normal people, we don't have to be champions, you know. We should value that calmness, that stillness of energy inside us, that peace, like it's precious, like that, you know. So that's what we should really like value if we want to be happy, you know. Now, that might sound very simple. But I'm telling you, we will not go for that. We will not try to go and find our soul, our spirit, you know, that great ancient soul in us. We will not bother searching for that, you know. And we won't care about stealing our energy inside us to feel that tranquility, the calm and peacefulness. We will not care for that if we think happiness comes from outside, only comes from outside, like this, If we think, if we have the right partner, we're going to be happy. That's a massive mistake. No person can make you happy. No one can make you happy, because happiness comes from within. Someone can't just give you happiness. They can remind you. They can remind you that you don't take life too seriously. They can remind you that you should go within yourself, be calm and tranquil, like that. Their peaceful energy can kind of like rub onto you like that, and it gives you, that affects you, and it gives you that peace, like this. But in that sense, it's really reminding you of your own peace that you already have, like this. So I like to just because these two ways of finding happiness, really, these two ways, they are in themselves like, there's a lot to it. There's a lot to it in these two ways. So in this talk, I'm not going to give a full-on details of that. Otherwise, I'll be talking for hours like that. But I can share with you just the essence. So that gives you some direction, a feel of what I mean. See, to go within yourself, the first way, and to connect with the divine inside you. So you can't connect with a person if you don't spend time with a person. There's two requirements to connect with a person. First is spend time with the person. Spend time. The second is to love the person. To have genuine, pure love for the person. Like that. That's why you can work with a person at work for 10 years. 10 years you can work and discuss about work projects and things like that. But it doesn't mean you have a deep heart-to-heart connection with a person. See? Because you're meeting the first criteria of spending time with the person, but there's no deep love for the person. See? Then the connection won't be there. So you need the two aspects: spend time with the person and deep love for the person. So if we want to connect with our spirit, divine spirit, which is one with the source, the creator. So if we want to do that, we have to spend time with our spirit. You have to go within yourself and feel your heart regularly. Not stay in your mind and analyze life and solve puzzles and problems, and then pause for a moment and then repeat that process, press repeat and go again. Your whole life is just analyzing and thinking. That's a completely different faculty, you see. That's where suffering and misery in that faculty lies. So you really want to go into your heart space, and be with that spirit, that being inside you. If a person doesn't know what their spirit feels like, what's like, all they have to do is just genuinely search for that, and just go within themselves. Just try to feel their heart and feel that. And if they do that long enough, they will automatically start to feel that beautiful spirit inside them. It's just genuineness. That's all, genuineness. It's not some special techniques. It's just sincerity and genuineness. And then that happens automatically like that. So really to love that spirit inside your being. Love that. When a person says love, I want to learn how to love myself. See, to learn how to love yourself is to learn how to love that spirit inside you. That spirit is yourself, is your true self. It's not your personality, what you've learned in society and you grew up with, by your name, this and that. No. It's really, to basically you got to love that spirit and spend time with that spirit. And then from there, happiness will come. There's no person on this planet, in the history of this planet, that ever sincerely did that and never found happiness. No one. I can tell you that right now. So that's the first way. The second way is to steal that energy inside you. You can do it directly, like the way I did it then. Just directly. Just keep your body still, and feel the energy inside you. And then just imagine like inside you is like a bottle of water, a glass of water. And you're just trying to keep it very still. See? You might be under pressure at work and problems in your life, and you get parking tickets, fine, and all sorts of relationship problems and everything. And energy just moving, disturbing inside you. But what you do is just you just see that energy inside you. It's like that glass of water. It's choppy and moving. So you just don't knock that glass anymore, that glass of water. Just keep it still and let it settle. Like that. Just let it settle. See? Just like that. So you can do that directly. Or when you're not familiar with that, of course, please try that and just do that regularly. But if you're not familiar with that, sometimes you don't know. It's just so foreign when we haven't done something regularly. It's just for the first time. We're just so foreign to this skill. So if we don't know how to do it directly, then we need to learn meditation techniques to help you to kind of focus, one pointedness focus, so that when you focus, then you can't think the same time and go in your mind, analyze things like that, go into the future and past, go to the past. So you basically don't go into your headspace, your mind, like that. When you focus, it takes you out of your mind, and it brings you to really the present moment, the here and the now. The here and the now means wherever you are, whatever is in front of you, right there, right now. Not tomorrow, not Cyber Monday, nothing like that. Like now, now, right now. See, just to be in that present moment right now. Nothing special. When you focus, one pointedness focus, that's what meditation is in terms of meditation technique. But when you successfully do that, then your energy, you move out of your mind, the future thoughts and past thoughts, and you go in the present moment, like that. Naturally, you start to perceive the present moment, and it's just tranquil, calm and tranquil. And your energy inside you will start to become very still and calm. And when you're very still and calm, happiness comes to you automatically. You don't need to actually search for happiness. Happiness will actually come to you like that. So anyway, that's really just a glimpse of how to actually truly achieve happiness. It's not from the outside. See, to pursue, to know, to believe that happiness comes from the outside and going for it all your whole life, and then finding out that it's just misery, It's such, I wouldn't say it's a waste of a journey, a life journey, but I wouldn't say it's a waste, but it could have been a much better ride, you know. It could have been a much more beautiful and smooth and rich journey. That's all, you know, like this. When we actually straight away get it right, you know, get it right. And I'm sharing with you directly from my personal experience where I've pursued both these methods, you know, and any goodness in my life, any joy, you know, any gift that has come to me, any wisdom, anything like has come to me, has been blessed through these two methods, really. And both these methods really ultimately lead to the oneness with the divine, connection with the divine, or the oneness really with what you call emptiness, or that spaciousness, the emptiness, which is really the same. Ultimately, it's really the same as the Creator, really. They're just two different ways to look at it, that's all. Anyway, that's what I like to share with you, all of you, to remind you, you know. We need many reminders. We need many reminders, you know, like this, to help us remember, to not be caught up in the things that we think that actually makes us happy. Because we believe this, on the outside, fame, fortune, success, all these things, relationships, perfect relationships, see, all these things will make us happy. But it's actually the contrary. No. Not that there's something wrong with these things. No. But it's not where happiness lies. When you start to sincerely go experiment and sincerely search for this way that I'm sharing with you, then happiness will come to you. And when happiness comes to you, then you become truly a gift to the world. You know, your relationships, anyone who meets you, even for 5 seconds, is a blessing for them, because you're peaceful and you're happy. It's a gift to others, even for 5 seconds. It's a gift. Your peacefulness in your voice, in your love. You know, it's just the energy. It's just a gift for others. Let alone people that spend years and decades, a lifetime with you in a relationship like that. It's a blessing. You know. Instead of entering relationships and we just don't know, there's no happiness, there's no calmness and peace inside us. We're kind of disconnected. We're kind of lost. We don't know our soul, our spirit. Then then we become a burden for others. And it's not just relationship, success. You know, you can't even make a speech joyfully. You know, joyfully like this. Or for example, all my talks, I don't sit down and write a speech. I mean, that's just hard work. To write a speech and practice in front of a mirror and all this type of thing, it's just nervous stuff. It's hard work. No. When you tranquil inside your heart, and when you're connected with your own divine spirit, and that divine spirit is connected with the source, the creator, then the beauty of life oozes out of you. You don't need to write a speech. No, like that. So what I'm saying is this: when you search for this happiness in this way, everything on the outside in your life will be enhanced. It's not something that's lost. It will be enhanced like that. You truly will have an edge in life. If not that you kind of need to have an edge in life, but you actually have an edge in life. Anyway, That's what I want to share, of how to truly be happy.